All right, so I had some amusing things happen while I was asleep last night, going into this morning, and it's always the women that leave these silly comments. Let me explain this. Some of you only wish you had a man that was around 24/7, that didn't have to disappear 16, 18 hours a day and come home, and the only thing he does is sleep and go back to work the next day. Because you see, this is why a lot of women cheat because they want that quality time. That these men, yes, they have money, but the more money they make, the more money they have to go out there and earn, the less time they're going to have at home. For these companies, for them to justify paying out over 60,000 a year plus into six figures, that man is not going to be home a lot. Um, And if they're home, they're probably going to be answering the phone, working on the weekends, going to the office on the weekends. I seen my dad do this shit for many years when I was a kid. In Saturday morning in the damn office, man, working on projects. My dad's retired now. Is the funny part is my dad and I retired at the same time. That's the funny part. And I quit working completely at 39. And this woman got, I'm making several videos about this because I couldn't fit it all in 10 minutes. She got mad. But yes, I do have financial freedom even at 62,000 because the money just keeps coming in. And but I can still do everything I want to do in my life. What I want to do with my life doesn't cost a shit ton of money. That's where people get confused because when they think financial freedom, they think lavish. I'm going to the some lavish place on earth and I'm spending a shit ton of money here and a shit ton of money there. Um, People that are foolish are the ones that are doing that. Even if I had that kind of money, I'll be still in here doing the same thing. See, I earned my money. See what the shirt says, right? That's what I served in 20 years ago. I went to war. Okay, a lot of people can't say that. A lot of people will not sign up to go to war. I did. Okay, after I signed up, like right when 9/11 happened, that's when I signed up for the army. I already had my contract signed when the buildings got hit, and I was like, oh, going to war. Went to basic training. I was in basic training September 16th, 2001. The incident happened September 11th, right? September 16th, I was in reception waiting to go to basic training. I was already on Fort Jackson, South Carolina. So for the United States Army. So yeah, I paid my dues and then some, got all of my benefits and everything. Um, so she's coming to tell me about her six figures or whatever. I had to block her like immediately, like I said in the last video. I'm like, okay, I don't care that you have six figures. Okay, that has nothing to do with the video that I posted. Um, what she's mad about is they're still working. That's what they're fucking pissed about. Hmm. Yeah. Well, you didn't do the thing I did, and you didn't come down with PTSD, so of course you're gonna work for the rest of your life. And she probably got a house that is not paid for, that probably got a 30-year mortgage and then some other shit that I financed for the next couple of years. She's probably financed out the ass on everything. Probably don't own nothing as compared to me. Everything that I can see in here, I own it. Everything. I only have one item financed, my car, because I could have bought the car outright. Could have, but I can't afford the payment easily. So the payment's only 600 a month. I can afford that easily. I could, but I use the money to get all this stuff in here to make my wife comfortable. So I could have paid the car off and spent a little bit less than half of what I had in back pay, or finance the car and spend it in everything I need, all the necessities I need in here, and all the necessities for my wife's house, which is what I did. So I paid for two homes, and what I did with the money was I furnished out everything in here, cash, and then my wife needed some things, so I spent like over $500 on her, and I freaking like I we went to Walmart and money was no object that day, and I said, babe, just fill up the cart. I don't care. We got more than enough money to buy multiple carts of shit in here today. So we went in there and filled up the cart, broom, mop, cleaning supplies, freaking anything that she needed. And I got her a lawnmower for the place for the lawn care over there. Um, Freaking filled the cart up and then some, and all of that shit went to her place. None of it came here. It was all for her. I loaded up her stuff and she took it to the other place. I unloaded it and it's so I made sure she had everything that she needed to run the other place. And at the same time I got everything I needed to run this place. So I took care of both households and then some. And of course you got some people who are bitter and salty about that. It is quite hilarious at this point. But I don't know what else is to tell y'all. But you see, I planned my life out a little bit better. A little bit better. I didn't intend to get the PTSD, but when I was in the recruiting office for the United States Army, the recruiter started to smile because he was like, "Yeah, let's get you signed up." Because I looked at the sergeant major picture on the wall, and I looked at the recruiter and I said, "Man, by the time I told him I wanted to be retired in 20 years, that was the goal. That didn't happen. In fact, they didn't even medically retire me because they didn't want me to get my benefits. But I still got my benefits due to these circumstances behind it. And at 39, I got my wish. I actually technically retired myself in less than 20 years. I got yeah. So I don't know what else to tell these people, but God is good. The plan I had in my envisioned in my mind came to fruition. I don't answer to today. I don't answer to anybody. Nobody can control me. I'm just here doing my thing, enjoying my best life. Yeah, this is what I do martial arts. You see the swords in the background, right? One sword is a practice sword. The blue sword is very real. That's a 40-inch blade that I keep right there next to the door. I have another 40-inch blade in the bedroom. I have all the other weapons in the bedroom. So I got a weapon out here, multiple weapons in there. Anything should happen in here, I have the ability to defend myself and then some. Huge martial arts fanatic. Into video games right here. See the PS5s and the Xbox behind me, right? That's two PS5s and an Xbox right behind me. So yeah, people are mad and salty that I'm living my life on my terms. I might not be rich, but hear me, I'm living on my terms, and that's what they're pissed off about. I'm out of here.